Hello friends, this is Riddha Chori in front of you. First of all, welcome for today's session Learn Online Tutorials. After completion of the concept of the database, now today I will move introduction of the MySQL and different commands of MySQL, features of MySQL. Introduction to MySQL. MySQL is an open source, fast and reliable relational database management system. It is alternative to many of the commercial RDBMS. The main features of MySQL are, क्या है MySQL? MySQL is an open source, fast and reliable relational database management system. The word open source is one of the most important word. Open source means user cannot give any kind of pay. You can freely download MySQL from www.mysql.com/downloads. आप इस साइट पर जाके फ्रीली डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. नो एनी काइंड ऑफ पे. इट इज कॉल्ड द ओपन सोर्स. इट इज वेरी फास्ट एंड लाइट वेटेड, नॉट अ heavy weighted. It is the light weighted software. It is the product of the RDBMS, relational database management system. There are a lot of database software, MySQL, SQL, Oracle, DB2, etc. It is alternative to many of the commercial RDBMS. The main features of MySQL are open source and free of cost. It is open source and available for free of cost. Open source means user cannot give any kind of payment. You can freely download from www.mysql.org or www.mysql.com/downloads. It is the part of LAMP, one of the most important full form of LAMP: Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, Perl, Python. Open source group. All these are open source product. All these are open source software. Linux is the Windows operating system. Apache is the web server. MySQL is the relational database management system software. PHP is the kind of the language. Perl and Python is also open source language. You can easily download and freely access. It is light-weighted software and connect in different languages, etc. Portability. It can be installed and run on any type of hardware and OS like Linux, Windows or Mac. It is not mandatory can MySQL run on Windows operating system. It will be run on different operating system, Windows, Linux, Mac, etc. Any hardware operating system. Easily download, install and fire the different types of command available in MySQL. Security. It offers privilege and password system for authorization. It is one of the most important system for the MySQL concept. It is one of the most important feature of MySQL concept. This means when user download MySQL, after downloading, when we installed MySQL software, one of the most important options show in installation dialog box, authorization means user can give to rights permission to any third person access MySQL with permission or without permission. इसका मतलब ये है कि user can set the password. Without user requirement you cannot access MySQL software. It is the concept of the security. हम आपको दिखाते हैं. आप MySQL ओपन करते हैं. आप देख सकते हैं MySQL. When you click this icon, this is the window of the MySQL. First, so enter password. It is the one of the most important line. When you install the MySQL, one option display in my installation dialog box, authorization. If your user give the password, which password user can write here. After that you can start the MySQL. It's depend on the user. User can give the password. User can secure our MySQL software or not. Suppose you can enter, it will be open. मैंने पासवर्ड नहीं दिया अपने सिस्टम में. अगर आप देना चाहें तो दे सकते हैं. इट इज द सिक्योरिटी पॉइंट. Not any third person access without permission. Connectivity. It may connect to various type of client using different protocol and programming language. It will work and connect with different types of programming language: C, C++, Python, Java, Perl, etc. It is easily and freely access and easily connect in different types of programming language when you store the data on backend. Backend means server. Query language, it uses SQL, structured query language, as query language which is standardized by ANSI. ANSI stands for American National Standard Institute. It uses SQL structure. All commands in MySQL follow the SQL structured query language. But in MySQL not provide intelligence, but SQL provide intelligence. Next, types of SQL commands. MySQL follow SQL specification for its commands. These SQL commands can be categorized. There are 4 types of command in MySQL or SQL. DDL stands for data definition language, one of the most important full form of definition. Data definition language. DDL stands for data definition language. The next one is data manipulation language. The next one is transition control, and next one is data control language. क्या होता है data definition language? These SQL commands are used to create, alter, delete database object like table, view, index. The main use of DDL command, if you perform some specific task, if you want to create the command, create the table, create the database, after create the table, if you suppose add something, add a new column, drop a column, then we want to use create. Or when you working with the MySQL, first part, create the database. When you create the database, create command access. After create the database, you can open the database. When open the database, again you can create command for create that table. So one of the most important command for create. You can access, create the database, create the table, whatever. Alter command, if you want to some changes in a table or previous table, if you want to some changes in previous table, existing table, जो table बना चुके हैं आप उसमें कुछ changes करने हैं, तो then we want to use alter command. Suppose you want to add a new column. If you want to drop the column from the table, then we want to use drop command. So create, alter, drop, truncate, etc. All these types of command, it is called the data definition language. Data manipulation language is the one of the most command. These commands are used to insert, delete, update, and retrieve the stored records from the table. Suppose you create an employee table contain 1,000 records. Suppose if you want to update the record, those employees who living in Delhi, so then we want to use update command. Suppose you want to delete the record, then we want to use delete. Or suppose you want to retrieve any kind of record, then you want to select command. Or if you any new employee present in your company, join your company, so then we want to use insert command. कहने का मतलब ये है insert, update, delete, select. All these are part of the data manipulation language. Transaction control language. These commands are used to control the transaction. Commit, rollback, save point. Commit, if you want to working with MySQL, if you want to save our data permanently, then we want to use commit. If you want to delete any kind of record, or if you want to undo, जैसे आप undo और redo होता है, similarly rollback. If you want to move the record after the delete, then you want to use rollback command, etc. Data control language, these commands are used to manipulate permission or access rights to the table. If you want to set some permissions on the table, then we want to use grant and revoke commands. Today I also telling you introduction of the MySQL, features of the MySQL. There are different commands of the MySQL. MySQL क्या, it is a freely open source RDMS software. You cannot any kind of pay. You can freely download www.mysql.com object download. One of the most important feature of the MySQL. Security, it offers privileges and password system for authorization. You can portability, easily installed and run on any operating system, and it will be connect on different kind of programming language. I hope आपको मेरे सेशन समझ में आया होगा. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, share, comments, and you can visit my blog to find any kind of or click any kind of link, you can directly redirect on YouTube. Thanks for today's session.